Yep, yep. Hey, this episode we're talking about 50 and JaRule. JaRule's on with Math and them. We're gonna talk 50 Cent, JaRule. And we're gonna talk about how serious we're gonna take 50 Cent in our top 10, top 20. We're gonna me and White gonna we're gonna go back on this a little bit. Welcome to the show.
What up, people? It's your boy White from Borough Breads, aka I'll slap you, aka say it again, y'all mean?
Yo, it's your man Big Mo, your Big King from Queens, and we are Borough Bread.
Borough Breads, and we back in this biatch, but we haven't
Yeah,
been back
yeah.
in a minute. But we about to just talking some New York though, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's the 50th year. So let's talk about these MCs, man. And I just think it was a good look just floating around the other day what you was doing. And you picked up on that Math Hoffa my expert opinion. Big
Yeah.
shout out to my expert
Shout out to
opinion.
Math Hoff and
Yeah,
his team. They doing an ill job with interviewing people and stuff.
yeah. So they got a hold of JaRule, yo. Good old hold of JaRule.
JaRule
And
kind of, I mean, ever since that joint with Fat Joe, he been kind of buzzing back again, all the way from that versus battle, I think.
yeah, yeah, I think his stock short like kind of went up, since then. And people were kind of seeing him in the light again, you know. Look like the talks we had, Jesse just in the building.
What up, Jess?
So basically he didn't really go anywhere, but that did bring his stock up a little bit more. And the next, but 50 is such a troller and so petty that he's just everything
Right.
that he did, he was swiping at. But Ja Rule still do good shows. He
They
still
do
pays bills
good,
with the
yeah. He's
shows and
still
stuff.
making money and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But it's just evident that I mean, there's no way around it that 50 Cent killed Ja Rule's career, and he continues to pick on him. I think for him to stay relevant with beefing, like to
Right,
keep his rep up.
right,
You know, I think 50's
right.
petty like that. He's just doing it to keep his reputation of being a bad dude up, to still be fucking with Ja Rule after 20 years. You know?
Well, first thing, Ja Rule. Sorry for Ja Rule that he ran into 50 through his transition because, as you know, 50 is the most unique hardcore rapper situation, and there's nothing before him and there's nothing after him. You know what I mean? That his whole scenario, there's nobody. I mean nobody, bro. I mean, everybody got their own original stories, but his story is just so different, man.
Word.
And it,
Word.
and
By the way,
and
shout out
like
to 50 Cent. I think today is his birthday or yesterday. One is he
happy
today or
birthday
yesterday?
to happy birthday
Happy
to 50
birthday to
Cent,
50
man.
Cent.
For real,
But
man. And yeah, it was just bad timing for Ja Rule. You know what I mean? Because this kid came up, and it's always bad timing. Don't get it twisted. It's always bad timing for an up and coming success story, and
right,
whoever
right.
went against it. You know
But
what I mean? Like
but the
it's
thing
all
about 50, all right, so what Ja Rule was trying to say in that interview with Matt Hoffman is that 50 Cent was just he was clout chasing, which he was because that's who he is. He's still doing it to this
that
day.
whole song
But
was a clout chasing song. The How to Rob an MC was a clout chasing song.
right, right. And then with all that, that's what he said. Like, and then I was listening, he went after Jay-Z too, didn't he? He went after everybody.
Yeah, and his whole thing was to get a
Remember he
response.
said that if I shoot you, I'm what he said, bring the you some shit. He was going
Yeah,
after Jay though. You
yeah,
know what I'm
no,
saying?
he did.
and he went after everybody. You know what I'm saying? And how to rob, he went after everybody. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? And then that's when Jay-Z took a lot of rappers got mad at him over how to rob, but that shit was so classic. It was one of the dopest rhymes he ever did, I think. You know,
Yep.
so
Well, we
and,
had this discussion the other day. 50
yeah.
Cent is a dope MC. Like, he's a dope MC. We was asking the question, if 50 didn't have that drama, would he fall into a dope MC category more so than a gangster rapper, successful, crushing JaRule, killing the industry rapper? You know what I mean? Because I think his success and his drama took so much from him being a lyrical MC, bro. Like, it took
Well, I
so
mean,
much from him.
it changed his whole narrative though, because at first he was on that street lyricist type shit. You know what
He
I'm
was
saying? And he would have probably fell into like how the locks and them niggas were, like they
like a
was street
Jadakiss.
lyricists, Jadakiss
Yeah.
and them, you know. But after he got shot, he kind of turned into like a Tupac nigga. So he
Yep.
was like, everybody hates me, and I'm gonna make niggas hate me, but I'm gonna make niggas love me and hate me at the same time, and that's what he did.
I mean, he
You
did
know,
it and did it very
perfect,
well.
perfectly, yo. Because and it's like Ja Rule, he said it like niggas turned on Ja Rule so hard he couldn't even explain himself. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It was
no.
like to the point he couldn't say shit. We didn't want to hear from Ja Rule, nothing. It was like whatever. We ain't trying to hear Ja Rule no more. It's fucking G Unit, you know. Remember Ja Rule used to go around and regular people used to be like G Unit,
Yep.
you know. Like it was bad for Ja Rule at the, you
But
know.
and let me tell you, I personally think from us working around the industry around that time and the stuff that we know, Ja Rule, and did they say this in an interview? Did Ja Rule put a lot of this on himself? You know what I mean? Because here's the deal. You remember what I was saying, Ja Rule, not only this, it came down to the success of two people. That's 50 Cent
Yeah,
and that's Irv Gotti. It's not even Ja Rule. It's 50 Cent and Irv Gotti is pretty much were the big successful juggernauts going at each other. A lot of people don't
right, right,
understand that. Ja Rule had all the songs on the radio and all that, boom, boom, boom. But Irv Gotti was on such a Def Jam run from
right.
finding DMX, Jay-Z, collabing with Diddy, from his early Def Jam run was like no other. He gave us
I mean,
everybody.
Murder Inc. They had a I wouldn't say they was as I don't know. I wouldn't say they was as big as Bad Boy, but I would say Murder Inc. is like a so Def. They was running hard
It
for a
was
while.
close to it. It was close to it, but it didn't have enough artists.
Right.
But but I
They was a
feel
juggernaut in the hip
personally,
hop game. They was juggernauts.
but Irv was just like Puff and Jermaine. He just had a successful um new artist run. Like Puffy had his new artist run with Uptown, finding Mary and Jodeci and all that. Like, he had his run that just changed the game, and then he found Biggie, and that
Right.
changed the game, and Mace, that changed the game, and then of course with JD, you know what I mean? Of course, from the
Everybody.
girl group to
The
from
Brat
Escape
to the
to
girl
Brat
group.
to
Yeah,
Bow Wow. You know what I mean? Like,
Bow Weezy,
but
fucking
people don't
crisscross. Yeah.
understand. Irv was that dude with Def Jam. When Def
Yeah.
Jam was done, that's what. In fact, a lot of respect for Irv is putting New York back on the map,
Right.
because Irv was the one that, like, around Puffy time, brought New York back on the map, because
Right. Right.
he brought, like, Jay-Z and them can all talk about how they had the streets locked and all that, this, that, and the third. But it was Irv that got into Russell and Lior and them, like, you need to give these guys, you gotta give my man's a deal. Yo, then he found DMX and Rough Riders and brought them in and was like, he flipped the whole thing up from Cali to New York
Let me ask you a
pretty
question
hard.
now. I'm not trying to change the subject, but about Irv Gotti. So now that Irv Gotti recently, not too long ago, he was fucking trying to play Ashanti and all that. You think
Right.
that nigga kind of tarnished his reputation? Like, you can't. Can we talk about him the same as like a Puffy or a JD? Can we
Yeah,
put him in?
nah, yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, but the only thing he took, the only thing he did, which pretty no, yeah. Yeah, you can still talk about him. I mean, we can go through JD and Puppy mistakes, but the only thing is with Irv is that people wasn't giving him his recognition and he wasn't liking it. Like he was trying to like he's like, yo, I'm doing work like everybody else. I got Def Jam back up and running. I got this, that, and the third. But Puffy and JD was in such a lane that everybody already had the
I
respect.
don't think Irv ever gets that because you never hear
No, you
niggas talking about
don't.
Irv Gotti like a JD and like how many times like they try to put Puffy and Jermaine up against his verses, but they ain't putting nobody's talking about let's get Irv Gotti
Nobody's
up
talking
against
about putting
somebody.
Irv up.
Yeah,
Nobody's talking about putting Irv up, yo. And Irv
right,
got hits. Irv got serious hits, bro. From J Lo to Ashanti to Mariah Carey, like he got hits, bro. Like he got
right,
hits. But my problem with Irv is that his mouth, bro. Thing about JD and Puffy, they knew how to control that
right.
communication, yo.
He kind of was he ain't the same as Dame Dash, but he kind of put his foot in his
But
mouth a
you're
lot.
right. He Dame dashed himself.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
Dame dashed himself. We were talking about that the other day. How if Dame Dash would have been quiet, would he be a billionaire right now? Yeah.
Mhm.
Dame Dash on the low, yes. Okay, yeah, there's deals he had fall apart. But come on, man. He had the idea with them with Rockaware. He had the
Right.
idea with buying Pro Keds. Pro Keds, bro.
I mean, a nigga
Uptown. He was
started off.
about to
Nigga started off. He started Jay-Z on the path he is in now, yo. He just
but then talked himself into
got
a
left
wall.
behind. He got left behind, yo. That was it. Yo. Not
Those
to say he ain't like I know he's still getting money, but he ain't getting Jay-Z money. He ain't getting Diddy money. You know what I'm saying? The nigga ain't on that level no more.
Nah, but again, we can go down a list. We can have a show about it. The dudes who talk themselves into a wall, the geniuses who talk
Right.
themselves into the wall, like a Kanye
Kanye
West,
West.
like a Suge Knight. You know what I
Suge,
mean?
but Suge Knight was an idiot, yo.
He was,
But how?
still,
Let me
you
ask you a
can't
question. How
deny.
old was he? How old was Suge at the end of his like rant? Like was he? He was old enough to know to stop doing what he was doing, right?
No, he's
So
making,
then he,
but don't forget, millions make you younger. You know what I mean?
yeah.
All that money makes you younger. He got that money at a young age, and then he thought that was it. I'm better than everybody. I'm older. Same with Kanye and all of them. When they get a certain amount of money, they think they're in control. Like, we got the world in control. It's like, no, bro.
And then
You only
this is back in the days, and he had a rep. So it's kind of like how Tupac after he did Juice, he turned into Bishop. Everybody said, and
yeah.
he had that bad boy rep. You know what I'm saying? And so did Suge. He had that rep, and he let that shit go to his head. And
They let it
everything he
go to their
did
head.
for the rest of his life, he wanted to be that mafia type of run niggas
Yeah.
out.
He
And
wanted to be feared and all that other stuff. Meanwhile, he was white, but still, you can't deny. I don't care how much it was Dr. Dre. I don't care how much it was all this. He brought all that talent together. You know what I mean?
right, right, right.
And got the deals for them to get out. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yo,
We
you
don't
know
know
what's
where
crazy?
Jordan
Yo,
would
it's
be.
this show. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people said I like it. Yo, it's a show on HBO called The Idol, and The Weeknd's in it. It's his show, The Weeknd.
I want to watch it. Yeah, I saw it. I gotta watch it. The
I mean, I
Idol. Yeah.
love it, yo. I love it. He's kind. I mean, he's crazy. The dude, he's crazy as hell, but the talent he brought together more. It's kind of like what we talk about now. He's a fuck up nigga that he's the type like the niggas we you need to. He's the type of nigga that's fucking up, but he brought so much dope talent together, and you still they can't deny it. They be like, yo, this nigga's crazy as fuck, but he put this shit together.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
you can't deny, like, check it out. You can't deny the shit that Kanye brought together, or the shit you can't deny his roster. You can't deny Suge roster. You can't deny Irv Gotti's roster of who he bought. Like, you can't deny it. Like, you
Right,
just
right, right.
can't deny it, yo. And then
Yeah.
Puffy and JD and so on and so on. Because mind you, don't forget the artists who became, like, take Drake. Like like yes, he helped Weekend. Yes, he got Party Next Door, but you can't really count how many people's coming out of OVO. Like,
Right,
we
right.
don't know who's out of OVO. Like, there's not that, because it's only Drake we know. You know what I mean? So there's talented dudes like Drake who can't move mountains like some of these dudes did, man.
Right.
And they did,
Yeah.
yo. And I think that's what happened. To get back to JaRule and them, I think that's what happened. Um, Irv was just like, to me, was his Suge, was like to JaRule, Irv was like the Suge Knight to Tupac, yo. You know what I
Dame
mean?
Dash.
Like
The
he
Dame
really was.
Dash.
And that's another one,
Wait.
another one. Dame Dash, Dame Dash. You can't deny his genius, but they all ran into a wall. All four of them dudes ran into a wall. Brought us
And
all this.
what the thing about the difference between Earth still getting that bread, and he sold the rights to all them fucking his shit, so he got bread. Irv, and he got that show, like, Irv getting money still,
Nah, he get no urban, but see, he's not. But here's the deal.
but he ain't no Diddy and no
Nah, he's not
and no,
Diddy.
he's not even no 50 Cent. And 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? You
Nah,
got you got you got Diddy, you got Jay-Z, Diddy, and then I think under them you're gonna have to throw 50 in there because he climbing up with all his
yeah,
shows and all that. The niggas.
nah. You don't have too many after that. At like in mogul status, you know what I mean. Music status is different, but mogul status, nah,
Right,
man.
right,
Ain't
right,
nobody messing with them dudes on how they're moving their money and making deals outside of music. Nah, you can't touch them. They're in the top 10 hip hop best hip hop dudes mogul. Yeah, can't
right,
do that.
right, right.
But
Yeah,
again, I think that Irv kind of if he had better advice for Ja Rule would put like this. Ja Rule would at least be respected. He'd probably be dissed by 50 Cent, but he'd at least be respected. You know what I
Well, I
mean?
mean, I don't know because, like, even in that Matt Hoffa interview, they was kind of nitpicking with Ja Rule, and he's like, "You see what I'm saying? Y'all bring," he kept trying to defend, and even if they wasn't dissing him, he still was on defense mode because that's what he had to deal with all his life.
He did.
That 50 Cent shit fucked him up because anything he did, like he had took a picture on Vibe one time, and it was in a leather suit, and they was like, yeah, but you kind of like you had the shiny suit on, so they was trying to play him, and I'm like, but the nigga explained why he had the shiny suit on. He just accomplished mad shit, but they still was like kind of belittling why his shiny suit and whatever. I'm like, well, this nigga Ja Rule did so much shit, but
Yeah,
it's hard to get recognized.
but
Who's gonna
but 50 Cent was on GQ with half a freaking office shirt on with a tie, flapping in the air. You know what I mean?
That's what
Looking
Ja
mad.
Rule was saying, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. His reputation was tarnished so bad that anything he did, we was looking at him like, man, you see this shit? Once you fuck up in the industry, in the industry somehow, they gonna stop loving you, and then they started shitting on him, and anything he did, it's like, you see what I mean? That nigga ain't real.
Well,
And
let me tell you. Let me tell you. This is my personal. I don't know. I know we. I told you. I met. My moms know Ja Rule moms from work back in the
right,
day and
right,
all that. So I met Ja Rule when I was a kid. Blah blah blah. But anyway, my thing with Ja is somebody conducting his relationships. And this is where I don't care. I hate to blame Irv Gotti. I know he was busy at the time, and I know he felt he was head honcho. But soon as he messed up those relationships with Jay-Z and DMX, it kind of went south from there.
right.
It did not help the 50 Cent situation. Because you see how Joe and Jadakiss came to his rescue, but
And
imagine
then
if
your
he
man fuck up his relationship with
but
J Lo too. He
but
fucked
but
up his relationship.
imagine if he would have kept the relationships with thorough with DMX and Jay. And the problem
Right,
with that
right,
relationship is that Irv got them niggas their deal, so they felt they owed Irv something. That's why
hmm
that whole Murder Inc. Them three niggas together. Because niggas was coming to Irv before Irv got to Def Jam because Irv was going around doing beats. Irv was the dude. Don't get it twisted.
right, right.
So, but at the same time, I think Irv felt he was bigger than Jay and Rockefeller. He felt, and
I mean,
don't get
and
it
every
twisted.
right though, ain't nothing wrong with that though, because And that, you know, being a hip hop person, you had to feel like you the shit always. That's what I even tell the young boy we with now. You know what I'm saying? Feel you
Mhm.
got shit. So
No,
I'm
but what I'm
ain't nothing
saying is
wrong with
the
that.
difference in feeling like you the shit, but there's the difference in person. Like you saw the interview with
Burning
DMX,
bridges. Yeah, burning bridges.
bro. Yeah, yeah, you can feel like DMX
Don't
and
burn
Jay
bridges
Z.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, and let me tell you again, this is just my opinion. That we just talked about the other day. The hard knock life tour.
Facts.
I
What
think
movie was that?
after
It was
that, I think
backstage or
with
some shit like that.
Ja Rule being the opener, and the two dudes that are supposed to be in his group shutting the whole place down. You know what I mean? You gonna feel some type of way, yo. You know what I mean? It's my boy that got y'all those checks. You know what I mean?
Who's he talking about? Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
I
You
don't
need to
know.
relax, dude. Who's that?
She talking about for fuck's sake. I don't know what this nigga talking about. Who you talking about?
Who are you talking about? Relax. Talk to us.
Yo, for real, B. Who are you talking about, B? Anyway, yo, but yeah, so like nah,
I hope that's not Ja Rule. I'm not dissing you, Ja Rule. Oh, oh, see,
oh,
here you
oh, oh, oh.
oh,
He
oh,
getting all
oh.
excited, yo. He talking
He
about you,
talk about my Bills hat.
yeah,
Put your
yeah.
put your team up there. Let me see your team. I don't talk to people who can't go team for team with me, yo.
He said the Bills had. He said you getting all excited, yo.
I just feel like I just feel like I just feel
Yeah,
like
toss that hat
took the
outside
head
for a bit,
outside. Yo,
yo.
he's a
New York,
Bills hater.
I'm a Giants head over here, man. I don't fuck with the Bills, B. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the Bills,
Whatever,
B.
whatever. Well, he's not even
Oh,
whoever it is not even saying their team. This must be Ja Rule.
oh shit. Woo!
Yo, Ja, I'm not dissing you, Ja. Like,
Yeah, you stupid,
but
yo.
nah. I just feel like burning his bridges like a little too early. You know what I mean? I understand don't get it twisted. When the tour was going, Holla Holla was a number one song
Sorry.
and all that. But how do
I
you
mean,
feel in the midst of all that?
I just feel like Ja Rule, I mean, and he went through so much shit in the industry as far as like when he first got on, he couldn't even find his identity. Remember, he was on all the songs with Jay Z and DMX. You know what I'm saying? And then he was putting the bandana on, trying to look like Tupac with the raspiness, trying to sound like
But
DMX.
yo, you know what's messed up? Hold on, I don't mean to stop you on that. I don't think he was shooting for the Tupac thing, man. I just don't think personally. That's how Cass was dressing in New York. First thing, Tupac came dressing like New York first. You know what I mean?
He said
Tupac,
DMX is
don't
a
get
real one.
everybody keep doing that. Everybody keep doing that to him. I understand the voice thing, and he can't help his voice for sounding like
Yeah.
DMX. But
But DMX and him fell out for big. Like DMX said he had to save Ja Rule one time when he was in
yeah,
the interview. He said I had to save this dude, and but I think he didn't sound like DMX, but he was trying to steal his image. I think at one point. You know, I
no,
told you that.
I just think that the world put it on him. Like, yo, you sounding like DMX. I just think
Well, it's
everybody.
like
I
you
think
know what it
everybody
is.
just
It's
loves
kind of like
DMX.
yeah, you're right. It's kind of like when Sean came out and he just had a deep voice, and everybody's like, oh, this nigga
Oh,
trying to
he
sound like
trying to sound
Biggie.
like Biggie. It's
But
like,
then when you really
nah,
listen to him, he didn't sound like Biggie.
yeah, nah, he didn't. Nah, he didn't.
He said,
But
"Who's the realest rapper without a doubt?" You probably gonna say Tupac or some shit, right?
I tell you who I think. Who's that? Nas,
Nas.
of
He said
course.
Nas. Okay. Oh, she must be from Queens then. You a Queens head? Yo, more from Queens.
Nah, that ain't a Queen's head. That's I can tell how Queens talk.
yo, yo, Nas is that guy, B. He was
Nas
winning.
is not an argument. Nas is not
He
an
put
argument.
yeah,
That's my
yeah.
new thing. Not an argument. My daughter asked me the other day. She was like, if someone came to you and said Lil Wayne was the best ever, what would you say? I was like, not an argument. That's my new
Nah,
thing. I ain't arguing with nobody anymore, man.
never. But you know, you gotta realize what Nas did. Nas was 16 years old when he first was killing. You know, Nas was that dude, man. He
Nas,
changed. You have them people that changed the game, like from what's the busy beating them from that rap they used to rap, but then You got niggas that started spitting like Big Daddy Kane and them. Then you got
And then you got
Rakim, and then you
yeah,
got
Rakim.
Nas.
Yeah.
Nas changed the game with his
Nas
shit.
took
He had to
Nas
step his
took the
game up.
Rakim. He took the Rakim to another level. That's all he did. He
Yes.
took he took the Rakim to another level, and Jay-Z took the Big Daddy Kane to another level. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or would you say Biggie took Jay-Z took the Big Daddy Kane to another level? Which one would you say?
I think
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z did it. I think
Because
Biggie was one.
because Big Daddy Kane was always talking some fly shit all the time.
Right, but here's the thing though. As I listened to Biggie, he had a really short life, and we put him up there. But I think kind of like Big Pun. If he would have did more shit, he would have been 10 times better than we all thought because he was nice. Like you
Right.
really listen to his wordplay and his stories, and he was that shit, yo. But he just didn't do too much shit for anybody to be like. It was kind of like Big Pun, yo. It's like he didn't live that long, yo. So he said Jay-Z got the business.
Nah, it's too late, homie. Jay-Z was everybody come to me with that Jay-Z's just business, man. Y'all try to get on
Nah,
pool.
man.
Y'all go back and try to get on pool tables and battle people like Big L and battle people
Man,
like
Jay Z
DMX.
did it. Jay Z battled DMX
Jay-Z
in
did
the
it, yo.
street.
Like that's what get me with people. Like nah, he's just don't try to make him like that. That's the same thing they try to do to Eminem too. Oh, he's just a biggity rapper. Yo, this dude, to me, I don't and I'm not trying to knock Nas at all. But there's two things. Nas is dope, but Nas was not getting in them damn rings to see how dope he was to everybody. That's a whole different monster, yo. And
But I
then to
did
come,
hear stories about everybody used to. Oh, you should know this. They used to go to back in the days there wasn't no internet and all that, but people used to go to everybody hood like to go battle, not battle, but rap with Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like
rap,
Nas will come out and rap with niggas.
yes, he was the
You know.
Nas is the best in ciphers, but there's a difference. Of okay, a battle rapper can be nice in a cipher, but are you nice in battle rap? But Nas couldn't go into battle rap. Jay-Z was nice in ciphers and nice in battle rap, just like Eminem. Eminem is nice in ciphers and nice
Right,
in
right,
battle rap, yo. Eminem and
right.
Jay-Z both explode, but can't compare to Biggie or Nas. Yeah, that's.
I mean, that
Hold
ain't
your
not,
own on
I'm
that.
not mad at that
I'm
statement.
not
You know what
mad
I'm
at
saying?
it. I'm not
I'm not
mad at
mad at
that.
it because yeah. That's actually. I mean,
I'm
that's
not mad at that.
debatable because Nas and Jay Z, they started who's the best MCs, Biggie, Jay Z, and Nas. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Nah,
and
nah, I'm
and,
not.
and it's to this fucking day, 30 years later, you still got them in your top five with all the dope artists that came out, 30 years after, and you
Exactly.
still putting them dudes in your top five. So
Eminem for 20 years, Jay-Z for 20, over 20 something years. Both of them is still, and Nas, over 20 something years, bro. You know what I mean? And God bless Biggie's not here, but he still talks about, just like Pun. Pun is still talk, even Big L is still talked about. You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Like on some on a level. And there have been, like you said, there have been so many MCs who came through the realm. And we still talking about this. Nas let Tupac slide. There's a YouTube short. They saying that Snoop joint was fake. There's a dude
what
on
joint? What they
Vlad
talking
was
about?
like, when Snoop said that, Nas let I watched Nas let Tupac slide. Tupac got in his face. And
I think I
he
heard about that.
yeah, and he saw Nas shooters like in the corners.
I heard about that. Yeah.
There's a dude on Vlad from Pac's crew was like, that was fake. It was just no. It didn't go down like that. And no, you know who said it too? What's the name on Matt Hoffa show? Nas brother.
Word. You talking
Nas
about
brother.
Jungle? What's it?
Jungle just said we
Jungle?
were just Jungle said we was just ready. We didn't care. We was just
Mm-hmm.
ready. And and Snoop probably saw Jungle like ready and was like, oh, these niggas is ready to, you know what I mean?
Right.
They're gonna go all out.
Right. Right. I
But
mean, niggas ain't. I mean, come on, man. Niggas is from Queens, b. Like New York was like Tupac. He turned into Bishop. You know what I'm saying? Which people, I heard so many stories about Tupac that he was really a good, intelligent, smart Black Panther type of dude. And then after that Jew shit, he turned into Bishop, yo.
yeah, no, he did.
He got stuck in that road. That wasn't. I mean, he was enough. He probably always had gangster in him, but he just turned it up more once.
And after he got
Sure.
shot in New
After you
York,
get that money too, and people start looking, yo, you know, when the everybody started looking at him like Bishop, like they fell in love with Tupac after that. You know, like this nigga's crazy.
nah, he was real. Tupac
No,
was real.
Tupac was a real person. And the thing is, I think he was turning up more because of what he'd been through in his life, and then that role he kind of got stuck in that shit. And then when you going outside and everybody looking at you like that, after a while he probably like, fuck it, this is who I am.
But it goes back to the 50 Cent shit we were saying. After you get shot and survive, like and you're in
But
that
50's
industry.
different. I think 50's different because I think 50 played that, but then when he go around niggas, he'll let them know, nah, I'm just doing this to do this. Like, you understand? Like 50 was just like playing that role to get money. But
Oh
50's
no,
a real
that's
nigga
what
too
niggas were
though.
saying. You remember niggas, that was a joke. I got shot 9 times. Like that was the joke.
Right.
You know
Right, right,
what I
right.
mean? That was the joke. But I think that it's still, as we know, on the back end with Supreme Team and all of them, it changed him to a different monster. And I really do think that Pac getting shot changed him to different monster.
He said, "What's your thought on the new school rappers?" Me personally, I think. I mean, we older heads, so I try to listen to everything. So they're just different, you know what I'm saying? And they got
Yeah,
some dope songs, and they got some songs that's not for me at all. So you know what I'm
I,
saying?
and you right, yo. I don't know how you pronounce the name Zambiza, but um, I just listening to detail. Like I do. Like I like there's some dudes that's just rapping just to rap, and there's some dudes that's trying to use these lyrics. Like I feel personally that a lot of people don't understand that Migos was really using lyrics. You
Facts.
know what I mean? But it
But
sounded
you
like
gotta
they were
understand,
rapping just to rap.
it's just totally different. The music is different, but you got still niggas that spit. Like you got like the J Cole, you got like the what's your man from Cali, the main dude. You know, I can't think
Oh
of his
yeah,
name right.
Kendrick.
Kendrick, you got Kendrick, you got so many dudes out there that's spitting right now. But then you got like that's like what's back in the days. But then you had your Noriegas. What? But that shit was dope. But Nori didn't have bars like yo. I'm gonna put Nori
No.
in the ring with anybody. But he had hits and
Yeah,
songs. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's kind of like that, but it's just not
we're in
our
that stage.
lingo.
And no,
It's
you're right. We're
it's
at
not
that
our
age and that
lingo.
stage. Because
Yeah,
what happened was that's how they were treating Nas. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of the old heads like the Chuck D's and they wanted to hear the Chuck D's. They wanted to hear the Run DMC's. They wanted to hear the Grandmaster Flash. And all these kids out there like, yo, what you rapping about, Shorty? Like they didn't really dig the Nas shit. You know
yeah.
what I
That
mean?
Biggie movie. I seen the shit when Biggie battled that dude to from that footage in real. But you know, it's kind of like when Biggie battled that dude in Brooklyn, and he's like, Preem got bold, and he's rhyming that old school shit. And then
Yeah,
Biggie came with
man.
that, you know, with that gutter shit, you know, like some real new, some relevant shit. Like, nigga, get out of here with that old school flow. You know what I'm saying?
No, it changed. You gotta understand, man. People don't understand. 83, you probably don't remember this because
Wu
y'all
Tang
too young.
Clan, boy, you ain't playing the Wu Tang Clan, b.
And we need to do a show on it. 83, 84 changed the world for hip
Right,
hop.
right.
That was the whole Run DMC thing. That just changed the world. 93, 94 changed the world. Cali and New York took it up to a whole from that was that 93 to 94 was Snoop all the way up to Wu-Tang and Biggie. Like it just changed the trajectory of the whole thing, yo. For real, man.
Doom is dope, more Doom.
Yeah. Yeah,
Doom is
Doom is
dope.
there. Doom is dope. Doom come
Doom is
from
dope.
I was a backpack head, so
Right.
he
And he was a
rest
lyric.
in,
He
rest
was
in
dope.
peace.
He was dope. Rest in peace. But he was dope. Super dope. Like ain't
For
nothing
real. He said
that
we
we
had a social
comfortable.
media around the times Biggie and Pac. I think we would have seen enormous amount of good they did in their communities. Yeah,
Oh, that's
no,
a fact. That's a
no.
fact.
And well, don't get it twisted. Pac survived. Us loving Pac survived the way he talked about our community because
Facts.
Biggie talked about it in his records, but Pac talked about it in his records, and he could rock the mic outside in front of reporters and say he was trained for that. So that made us love him even more. Like, oh shoot, he knows how to talk
Yeah.
intelligent. I
We
just
was like,
watched
this
a
dude,
clip
what
the
is he, a
other day.
gangster rapper or is he a philosopher? Because Tupac was on
Yo,
some.
he was on like an old like show, like he was on an old freaking like talk show. The
Yeah.
clip is going around. It's like a TikTok, and he's just killing a cop who's saying y'all making back in the days when they were
Right.
saying y'all making cop killing records and
Right.
stuff
Right.
like
Right.
that. There's this thing where Pac is on. He's on the panel going at these dudes like, yeah, I'm not making blah blah blah. I'm not making cop killing records. He said I'm making cop brutality records. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm making. He said, what about you talking? Because the dude was like, what about this cop right here who goes out, take his life out on the streets to honor and make sure you guys are safe? He said, I honor that. I think that dude is due, but I don't make cop killing records. He said, I make cop brutality records. He said,
You
it's a
see,
total different.
I think that's what kind of separates Tupac, and he's a legend because he could debate with he was super
Yes.
real to where he could go debate and stand up for our culture and our movement, and he was and be articulate and let them know like nigga I got this, and get
On
their
both
respect because he'll
sides.
shut them down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But nowadays nobody could do that damn near,
Nah.
yo.
Nobody can
What
bounce
he
that like
on.
Pac, bro.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
There's nobody that could that Pac just walked too far on the dark side on gangster rap. That's all he did. He just walked too far on the dark side. If somebody had him on that, he'd have been a lot better.
what?
Yeah, you're right, and that's what made him dope too. The way he just rapped was just like how he was talking. The
Right,
way
right.
he talked in front of the mic in front of people is the way he rapped on, and that shit was so dope, yo. Now,
Dope.
granted, again, I think I'm a lyrical head, like you was just saying, vocab, like you were saying, Zabiza, like you was talking about vocab. We think that Biggie beat him out articulately. He beat him out more lyrically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he just like Nas, Biggie knew how to write with that pen.
Yeah.
To gifted hands coming from the soul. Yes.
Yeah. I
All
mean, I
day.
mean, yeah, like I said, and people didn't get to hear a lot of songs from Biggie, but Biggie had that shit. Like, well, when he spit, it's kind of like you go into his world. Same with Tupac, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think to this day had so much effect on that. So many conspiracy theories about how they died and shit. Like these niggas are superheroes, man. Like they was a myth. Like they didn't really exist. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
many stories about Tupac and Biggie because they really had an impact on not just the hip hop but the world and shit.
Because I ain't gonna lie, man. Tupac Tupac just had it more, Biggie didn't have it on the world. Pac had the world. I ain't gonna lie. Pac had that's why he was loved more. Biggie was more like us. He put it on his records, come outside and smoke a blunt and hang out with you on the corner. With Pac,
Right.
and then if somebody's getting their ass kicked by a cop down there, Biggie ain't gonna go. We just gonna point at it like, yo, this cops are beating it up. With Pac will run down there. Yo, what the fuck you doing to the brother, man? Like you can't do it. Like Pac was that dude in a second.
But that's the difference between Biggie and Tupac. It's kind of like Michael Jordan and athletes now that stand up for shit. Michael Jordan didn't say shit. He just wanted to play ball. He didn't
Yup.
want to be out there saying black this and a
Nah,
lot of
not
he got
LeBron.
ridiculed.
Yeah,
He
he's not
he got
LeBron
ridiculed
James.
for that.
Yeah,
But Biggie was like that. He wasn't getting into politics and all that. He just was gonna spit his shit. Tupac would get into everything.
and
You
meant
know?
it. That's the dope shit about Pac was it was authentic. He wasn't doing it like he shot cops on the low, bro. Like he knew how to
Yo,
call a
they was beating up a black dude in Atlanta or some shit, right? A white
yeah.
dude. Like, yeah, yeah.
That shit was
And
real. It wasn't
that
some
really
fake
happened.
shit.
That
You know
really
what I mean?
happened.
Like it
Yup.
wasn't like for TV. That's how that dude was, bro. And that's what they're saying. But see, here's the deal. Coming from a culture like us, he probably had a couple of OGs like, yo, you need to calm that down. And he probably like, fuck
Right,
you,
right,
you don't understand, bro. And they were like, yo, I can't do it. I can't do it because you're a superstar now. And you know what I mean?
right,
And
right.
you're in another lane and you can't. I know they didn't have social media back then, but it'd have been nuts, man. it would have been nuts.
If social media was out like back then, they would have been way more like like these kids nowadays. They say niggas was legends out of, but because they love their shit. But nigga, it takes a lot to be a legend. You can't just be like you got to
No,
do shit. You can't you can't just be a legend because you got a good album, a couple dope songs and shit.
no, no,
So
no.
yeah, it takes a
Yeah,
lot.
but
But
nah,
yeah,
but yeah. Well, yo, hey, real quick. I think it's my man Ernest right there. E Styles in the building about the MF Doom. Yo, so E. Fun fact: at my job, MF Doom, one of his kids worked as one of our dishwashers for like a
word.
month. Yo, his son.
Damn.
And he used to talk to him, FaceTime him in the back. For real, yo, before he died. This was like a year or two ago. But yeah, man, for real. So big shout out to MF Doom, coming from PMD. You know he come from that group, right? Right? You know who MF Doom is, right? Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The dude who was on
yeah,
the gas station song?
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I love
I know.
LeBron. I think that
Yeah.
is great by government.
Oh my bad.
I would pay to watch Pac 12. Oh man, would I?
Yeah,
Like
Tupac was like he was on some. He'll shut anything down, government shit. Like and Tupac was. Remember how Kanye used to try to run for president? I think Tupac probably could have did that shit.
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Tupac was all over the place, but when it came to politics, he was he was
He
tighter
knew his
than
shit.
Kanye. He was
Yeah,
tighter than
he knew his
Kanye.
shit.
His mind
Yeah.
was there, but he was raised in it though. Even though
Right.
even though God bless, Kanye's mom was a teacher, but Pac was raised in the Panthers. You
Right.
know what I mean? I used to listen to stories from because Shaka's his cousin. You know what
Oh,
I
what?
mean? Shaka and Big O, who used to work for the magazine in '96.
Oh,
That's
shout
how
out to
you know.
Shaka.
Yeah,
Oh,
big shout out to Shaka, man.
Shaka
Shout
from
out to
Atlanta,
Judy, yo.
Ludacris manager. We talking about, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all come from that clique, from that Panther clique,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're cousins. They were cousins,
Dope.
man,
Dope. Dope.
for real. Yep. So it's just a different time and age, man. And if anybody say, that's why if anybody say that Pac is their best, I'm not going to deny it. He's just not mine, but I'm not going to deny it. I'm both your age. I rocked to Kanye when he was coming with song. Kanye's one of the most talented dudes.
Man, that we had that conversation. Like Kanye don't, and he went crazy. But when he first started coming out, you can't deny any of his music. He
Can't
was up there
deny
with
anything.
Jay Z and all of them.
Can't
Like he
deny it.
got bars, his songs, his beats, everything he did
Can't
was like
deny it.
like classic and
Phenomenal.
timeless. Like
Phenomenal,
you
bro.
can still could throw in
Phenomenal.
one of Tupac. I mean, Kanye old songs and rock to his old album, yo. Like, come on,
Different.
man.
Here's the deal with Kanye. Different from Pac. Better in music than Pac. Way more terrible in politics than Pac.
Oh
Do
yeah,
not know how to communicate. Did not
yeah,
know. Kanye does not know how to communicate to that damn camera. Pac, when Pac was even wrong, bro, he knew how to communicate it. When you be like, yo, this dude's doing too much, and he'd be like, hear me out. But when Kanye say hear me out, you just be like, oh man, you're like, all right, dude, stop.
right.
You know
What
what
you
I
gonna do?
mean? Like,
You gonna say some shit?
you
You know
gonna
what I'm
say
saying? Yeah,
some
but Kanye, that's another one. We was talking about 50 Cent. Can you say 50? Can you put 50 in the top five? Can you put Kanye in the top five? You put
no. Well, people don't put Kanye in the top five due to the whole Drake thing, because he didn't write most of his lyrics, and he'll tell you I didn't write most of my lyrics. Kanye don't
oh,
write his lyrics. Now Pac
in
wrote
what
all his
sense
lyrics.
though? And I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah,
don't
no.
understand that because in what sense? Like he'll go in the studio and he'll get a couple bars, or he'll let niggas write his whole
And this is
shit.
what I hate about people, man. Like, come on, man. Like, we're not putting him there because he didn't, because he didn't write the hook, or he didn't write a cool bridge, or he didn't write because someone said, yo, try this punchline out. Like, come on, man. We really doing that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think
like, like,
you said top fives is real difficult, and I think it for everybody it's gonna fluctuate on the mood you in.
it
You know
is.
what I'm saying? It's never gonna stay the same. I guarantee you could name a top five right now, and then a month later, after you done listen to some of your old shit, it'll change. Like it's just but they'll
Because I
probably be
told
fucking with the same 5.
I told you like Jordan was asking the other day, like she's asking, she's like, yo, somebody said Wayne was their number one go getter, like in the number one. I was like, it's not an argument. I was like, but it's funny because when Drake broke my top 10, I got flack. You know what I mean? I was
Right.
like, when he broke my top 10, everybody's you bugging, like you tripping. And I'm just like, I just edged him because I like his style. I like the way he delivered it. Just like Kanye. I love the way Kanye delivers it.
Right. Right.
You can't deny. There's some people who can't do. Check this out. Everybody writes Puffy's rhymes, and Puffy delivers real good, but he does not deliver like Drake and fucking Kanye,
Puffy
bro.
said it don't matter if I write rhyme, I write checks.
He write check,
But
you know.
yeah,
No,
not
Kanye, I still play him. Still, Kanye lost me with the Hitler crap. I'm a student of history
you.
of no, and I understand that. Like I
I
said,
mean,
he's
that's
terrible
that's
with
kind of
politics.
true though. Like it's kind of like it's kind of like he fucked his he wasn't out there doing what R. Kelly did, but some people look at the shit that he was trying to preach is bad. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
No,
It
you're
ain't like
right.
he was fucking. So he kind of fucked his whole shit up by talking about Hitler, yo. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a
supporting
different way.
Hitler, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he did.
No, and here's the deal, though. But here's the deal. It's something about in front of that damn mic, and it happened to Pac too. Don't get it twisted. It started happening to Pac before he died. There's some stuff he was talking powerful, but there's some stuff it was like, come on, bro, like calm
He
down.
wasn't talking no demonic shit like
No,
like
not demonic, not
fucking.
demonic. I'm talking about regular shit, like started doing gossip shit, like fucking Faith and all this other shit. And when he started talking like that, and like I got some shit, because he got a couple videos like I got some shit. And it's like you ain't have to say I got some shit, bro. You a dynamic, freaking prolific rapper, and you're good in both places. Don't just because you mad at these niggas, man. Don't go that route, yo. Like
Right.
everybody loves Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up is like a gossip
That's one of
song with
my
me.
yo. Hit him up is one of my favorite
Yeah, but it's a
songs.
gossip. It's not really like there's a difference between No Vaseline, Ice Cube, and Hit 'Em Up, Tupac.
Hit him up is one of the classic battle songs out there. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
but it's one of
It didn't have that much content. Like it wasn't like the dopest shit. I mean, it was a dope song. It was a
it
dope
wasn't a dope
song.
song. To me
It
personally, it
was
was not a dope song.
what?
No. Hit 'Em Up.
That was a nigga. That was a song you could ride around and dance to. It wasn't like It was
That
a
beat
dope
and
song.
all that, it was not. He
Man, you tripping?
It
That
was
was a
so
dope song.
wow, when it came out, it was so corny to me, yo. Like it's in my list of corny comebacks, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just that it hit because Pac was at his top of his peak, bro.
No, man. Come on, man. That
Come
song was
on.
dope, Mo. You tripping?
Nah, man, I'm not, yo.
He
Hit 'Em
tripping,
Up,
yo.
man, was
Hit
not.
him up was dope. He said hit him up.
He said hit 'em up when I was young.
Mhm.
We could count on number of F bombs in a song was the
Right,
hardest.
right, right.
And it was, but it wasn't like Southern Style, F your wife. It was kind of like Super Ugly with Jay-Z. I left a condom on your baby's
No,
head.
man. I get what you're saying. That you talking
It's like,
about the
really,
stuff
what are
that
we
he was
doing here?
saying in it, but hit him up. It was different, B. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Yo,
Even at the end of it, when he went on that rampage and talking shit, it was just like a classic song, for a diss record.
nah. Classic to me is No Vaseline, Ice Cube against
Nah,
NWA.
I was yeah.
That's classic. He took his time. He didn't get mad behind the mic and just said whatever. Oh, fuck them niggas. It was just like, yo, let me break down all you niggas. And this is what I'm going. And he killed them. He didn't really kill Biggie to me.
No,
Biggie,
he
think
didn't. No,
about this.
that's what I'm
Think
trying. I don't
about
think
this.
it was. I
What's
just think it was a
popping?
song, a
Check
dope
this out.
song.
What's popping more in the club? Hit him
Who
up.
shot you?
Who shot you? You drop any of
Who
them?
shot you was a song
And it
that
wasn't even
he
a
recorded
full diss
before the
song.
B.
It
He
wasn't even
used it. No, that's what I'm saying. Of course, back in the day, you could use any song as a because they was battle rapping still, like
and he wasn't even bad. He wasn't even going at Pac on that song. That's the whole thing about it. It was a regular "Who Shot Your" song, and it still is labeled because Pac in the movie and what Pac said he felt some type of way when that song came out, so it ended up being a diss song. But
Right.
when that shit drops, who shot you? Oh my God!
Yo, come on, babe.
Come on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Who
when Hit
shot
'Em
you?
Up
This
comes on,
shit.
I'd be like, Hit 'Em Up is like, yeah, this is alright, yo. This is okay.
Yeah. I
It's
don't know. I
just
like Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up was my shit, b.
it hits different.
Yeah.
Cutting the blood. Hit 'Em Up is hard. No disrespect. I thought you was a lyrical. I thought you was a vocab dude.
Yeah, you
This
said
is
them
a
bills. You
vocab.
goddamn right.
There's
Them bills that
no
had cutting
vocab.
up the blood.
Listen to Hit 'Em Up. There's no vocab in Hit 'Em Up. Yo, you can write Hit 'Em Up from the 5th grade, bro.
Yo,
Here's
you
say something
tripping,
I fucked
more.
your wife. Here's like,
Call the cops when you see Tupac. Yo, come on. It's simple, but it's dope, more. Who
it
fucked me,
was
but you couldn't? Who shot me, but you punks couldn't finish? Now you about yo, you tripping, man. That's
nah, man.
dope.
You know what he did? The dope one he had was on the Hail Mary. Hail Mary. His
Hell,
mission
Mary.
in Hail Mary was ridiculous. How he
Yeah.
broke it down, yo. And niggas, we didn't really know the names he was dropping in it, but that's a diss to me.
No, yeah,
That's
but
like,
Hell
oh,
Mary's a that's a song, like a dope song now.
Hail Mary was one of my favorites from Tupac, yo. That album,
Yeah.
Illuminati, well, I
What?
think
That was
Illuminati.
right. That was right when he was beefing with the East Coast, and when it came
Yeah,
out, we was blasting it everywhere in New York. You couldn't
bitch,
walk down the street in New
God,
York without niggas playing that shit.
is better than yo. Now, but see, here's the deal, Ernest. The bitch and you,
I like that too.
Common,
Yeah, common.
Common, but that was his backpack days though, bro. Nobody really know it like that. But that is one of the best comebacks. You're absolutely right, bro.
Yeah,
If you try to lyrically dismantle Hit 'Em Up in 2003, it's different than 96. No, in
that's a fact.
96, in 96 it didn't hit me right. In 96, I
You
thought that shit was
tripping though?
ABC
Like,
rap.
you know what? You tripping, yo? Because like, how can you
And the
say that?
video was
Like,
whack. And the video was whack.
nigga, it was funny. That fat nigga and that other dude looking like Puffy and Biggie in the beginning, just bobbing their heads, looking crazy. That shit was hilarious, man. You tripping, man?
I did not like it,
I
yo. As
loved
soon
it,
as it
yo. I
came out,
loved it.
I thought it was gonna come out. I thought something was gonna come out even better than that, yo. I was like, this can't be it. But goddamn, he gets killed. And one of the best fucking comeback songs or diss songs was on one of his preposterous albums, which is Illuminati. But yo,
Right,
that
right.
Common song, yo, I know what you're talking about. E, that shit is
Yeah, the
dope.
Common song, yeah. Common
That
song,
Common
dope.
song, dope.
Common is a different dude too, though. He's like
Yeah,
underrated, definitely. You know what I'm
it
saying?
really is. He really is, man. We need to have a show on all diss songs, the top 10 diss songs, yo.
Yo, we need to do that, yo. And Hit 'Em Up is gonna be in that shit.
Yeah,
I'll
Hit
be
'Em Up is gonna
playing.
be in it. Hit 'Em
Yeah.
Up gonna be in it, man. But like I said, I feel the same way. The same way I feel about Hit 'Em Up,
But
the
what
same way I
about
feel.
cannabis? Even though everybody say I think cannabis killed LL, but I love
Yo,
LL.
you know
But
what?
cannabis, what?
Okay, thank you, White. Because I thought it was me. Why is everybody
No.
saying
Because it
that
was the hype behind LL, and he did so long. But cannabis killed that nigga, B.
that song was good by LL. Don't get it twisted. I like
Yeah.
the song, but it didn't take on what was the name of that song he did? What was the name of the song?
Nigga said, yo, I'm gonna let the world know the truth. Yo,
Something
that nigga
knockout. Was it
cannabis,
with
yo.
something
A
knockout?
10 round knockout, some first
Yo,
round knockout or some shit. I don't know.
yeah, that was one of the dopest songs. Everybody's like,
Yeah.
nah, LL song. Then LL came back and killed them. I don't even remember that
But
LL
yo, I was
song.
looking at Drink Champs. It was Drink. It was no. It wasn't Drink Champs. It was somebody's podcast, and they had cannabis up there. And I want to do a segment too. Like you know how everybody say pause for everything now. It's
Yeah.
so many lyrics back in the days. I'm gonna have a segment where you got to say pause behind it because they called out cannabis on you ain't got the skills to eat a nigga ass like me, and he was like,
Oh
they was like,
yeah,
yo, why
yeah.
did you say that, yo? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, at the time, you know, but niggas was knowing that pause shit back in the day.
Nah, like
You know?
everybody say that line from Biggie, I suck on your daddy's. You know what I mean? Like that
That
was a
shit,
pause. Mm-hmm.
R. Kelly, B.I.G. Bring that ass to me. Come on, so
Yeah,
much
yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's a
You
lot of
know.
pause moments. We need to have our top 10 pause moments.
What's that song? I got five on it. He said I take sacks to the face.
Yeah.
Pause. It's so much shit back in the days. You gotta be like pause, nigga.
We had pausable moments. Yes.
What?
Yeah,
We gonna
definitely.
do a segment. We gonna do that shit. We
Now we
gonna play
gotta do
all.
that.
You know.
We gotta
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
But yeah, I saw something the other day. I was watching something the other day, and it was like, and then LL came back and killed him. And I was like, yo, that second round knockout.
Second round knockout.
I didn't see nobody knocking. That shit didn't move that needle on that like that. I was like, nah, man.
Nah,
That
that
was a
nigga
good
can't.
diss track. Yeah, low key. A lot of people don't understand that Lauryn Hill lost ones against
Man,
Wyclef.
you know what? This wasn't a dish, but you got to put How to Rob in it, yo. And because when 50 came after everybody,
Nah, that's not a diss track. He said
he
it
dissed
wasn't a diss track,
everybody.
right? He
That
said
nigga
it
said,
wasn't a diss track.
nigga said cannabis try to battle while I'm sticking them up. Yo, nigga said I robbed Blackstreet in the backseat of a black Jeep one at a time. Did you ever think that you would be this rich? Did you
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
think that
yeah.
you had these hits? You ever think that I flash a nine and walk off with your shit like it's mine? Yo, man.
Told you that dude was nasty, yo.
50 Cent, man.
We
Y'all
gotta
playing,
talk about
yo.
50 Cent lyrically, yo. One day, there's two things we're gonna talk about on Broad Bros in the future. Lyrically, 50 Cent, and you know what I want to do for you, White? I'm gonna do my homework and I'm gonna analyze Holy Quran name for name
Do
for
it.
you, yo.
Do it. Do it.
I'm even gonna try to reach out and speak to people and see who I can from Lefty, all of them. I'm gonna try to, cause at my brother's service, man, I was bumping into all of them niggas, bro. There was
Right.
like little congregation. Everybody 50 talked about they're old heads now, and they was all in us like, yo, it was wild. And it's funny you brought that up because when I was there and they were giving me, my condolences and stuff like that. And I'm saying to myself, damn, I'm at my brother's funeral, but god damn, you're on 50 Cent's record, yo. He talked about you
Right.
and shit. Like,
Right.
holy shit, yo.
That you got
That
to break
Holy
that down. We're
Quran
gonna have
changed
to
the game.
break that down. I don't know if anybody ever did that either. Broke down the Holy Quran, like the whole
Nah,
shit,
the whole
on
the
the
whole thing.
podcast.
The whole thing and how it's connected to, like, and we're gonna talk about it in the future. I know we're talking over people's heads, but we're gonna talk about Black Just and Easy. You know what I mean? Like all those people that got killed out in Baltimore and stuff like that, and the whole Supreme Team
He
thing.
mentioned everybody back in the days that was getting money.
Yeah, money bags. Yep,
Money
all of them.
bags. He was getting all of them, yo.
They were
He
all
said
getting money, bro.
Bimmy and them, yo. Like he said Bimmy and his brother. He said I
Yeah, I
know a
would
lot of
love to
niggas
reach
getting
out. I'm
money
gonna
like
try my best to reach out to Bimmy, man. I'm gonna do my
yeah.
hardest to reach out to him. Like I said,
Man,
and
we gotta
Hurricane,
get
see what Hurricane can tell me
Hurricane.
about. Yeah, and see what Hurricane.
Yeah.
What up? Prime is in the building. What's up, yo?
Prime, what it do,
You
man?
talk,
Look at
hey, you talk Southside and Prime comes out, yo.
you feel
You
me?
talk
You
about
know
his
you gotta come
neighborhood.
out.
You talk
Talk about
about his
that 20
neighborhood, he
shit,
comes
Prime.
out. Prime's like
You know?
somebody talking about Southside Jamaica,
Nigga
Queens.
ears start ringing, man.
For real. Hey, yeah, like and subscribe, like my homegirl Jess said.
Definitely, yo,
Jess
Jess,
said,
always
please.
looking out. Go definitely
For
catch the
real.
ladies of
Hey,
outside
Jess,
too
thank you for
because
coming
they shit is
through.
dope.
For real, man. Always a pleasure. Always love to have you, yo. Hey, yo, Prime. We're gonna have a couple of shows. In fact, I'm gonna reach out to my cousin. This is my little bro that's on here right now, man. And me and him gonna do some research. We're gonna do Holy Quran, man. We're gonna try to break it down
Right.
and how that changed the
Get some real
trajectory.
Queens niggas up here, yo, because
You know
I
what I
wanna hear the
mean?
real shit, man.
And we're gonna we're gonna
Matt,
we're
you
gonna
think your
try to
man
break it
Dez
down.
will know about that shit too?
There's no everybody on that damn record.
Oh, would Dez come on?
Nah, That's too drunk to get on.
God
Can't get
damn
Des
it,
on.
more.
Can't get Des on. Des get too drunk. Can't get
Man,
Des
yo,
on.
I'll be drunk with him. You know that. I'll be
Des
sitting here
be
drunk
hitting
with
the
him,
streets
yo.
too hard. Yeah, Des gonna be hitting the streets with all the niggas he said on that record, yo. Like, Des be out there again. Des is the dude who brings the dice and gamble with all them niggas or
Right.
and all that, yo. So But yeah, I'm gonna call Dez. Dez a break, but Dez is great for my research though,
Well,
because he'll
maybe
break
we can get
everything.
a little quick recording of him talking about it and just play that over.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
So
God willing, we got to do the New York trip and the Miami trip before the
Oh
year's
yeah,
out
yeah, yeah.
for Hip Hop
Definitely,
50.
definitely,
So let's
definitely.
just let's try to put it all together. We got a lot of fun things coming up for Boroughbreds, man. Hey
We
yo,
got this new artist
Prime,
too,
I'm gonna
dope
hit you
artist,
up.
yo. So,
Prime, I'm gonna hit you up though and let you know what's up. But yeah,
yeah, but
man.
more about to get about this beast though,
Yeah,
man.
same here, yo. Same here. I'm about to go ahead and get out of here, man. Go ahead and roll us out, yo.
Yo, you know this is your boy White, aka I slap you, aka say it again, y'all I mean?
Hey, yo, and this is your man, Big Mar. Big came from Queens. We want to thank everybody that came out tonight to hang out with us, from Prime to E to our man Z. I'll have to call you Z because I can't pronounce it. But good looking out, coming out. Girl Jess, homie. And this is another episode of Burrow Breaks, and we'll holla at you on the next one, yo. Peace.
Yo, more.